Goleman talks about the importance of the diet and the foods we eat and how that reflects on our health, which is true, it is important. But you know what diet is even more important? Your mental diet. What you feed your mind every day. Information you consume, conversation you have, thoughts you think repeatedly on daily basis, environment you expose yourself to. It all plays a massive role on your mental health. And for your life to feel more fulfilling, you must expose yourself to ingredients that make fulfillment. If you already have watched some videos of mine, you know how much I like to think in metaphors. So let's see your life as a cake. Let's say a chocolate cake that equals fulfillment. Okay, great. To bake a cake, we need to put certain ingredients into that cake. Again, to make fulfillment, we need ingredients that can make fulfillment. And there are junk ingredients and there are more premium ingredients. And taste of your cake will depend inevitably on the ingredients you use. Junk ingredients, for example, would be negative news, complaining, negative thinking patterns, gossiping, brain rot content. And then there are premium ingredients, thoughts of gratitude, thoughts of love, educational content like this video right now, online courses, different literature, books, conversations that expand you, inspire you, and make you believe that you can make impossible into possible. So how do we shop for better ingredients so our cake tastes better? First things first, complaining. You must eliminate complaining, and I really must, out of your life, and you must eliminate people who complain out of your life. Go 5 days without complaining. And every time you break the rule and you catch yourself complaining, you have to start again. And for me personally, it was so interesting to notice that I always failed around day number 3, and then I repeated it 3 times, and I was already probably on the day 4 or somewhere there. And I failed not because I complained. So what is a failure? Only when you speak out loud? No, I didn't allow myself even to have thoughts of complaining. Every time thought was coming, I was reframing it into the gratitude. And every time I failed, it was when I was in a conversation with another person. And it made me so aware the importance of the people we surround ourselves with, which is my second point. I think it was Jim Rohn who said that you are a sum, the average, of 5 people in the closest proximity to you. Do yourself a favor and audit without judgment, with love, your close proximity circle of people, and notice what flavors they bring into your life. How do you feel inside of yourself in their presence? Do you feel expansion or do you feel contraction? Do you feel possibility or do you feel that you have to keep yourself small? Do you talk about ideas or you gossip about other people? Awareness is your superpower, and from a place of awareness we have a choice and we can make a decision whether we want to keep those people in the same close proximity, or maybe we have to place them in a different box inside of our own heart, and maybe from friends they have to become acquaintances, or whichever labels you want to put on people. I think it's so important to do it without judgment, because very often when we become aware that, hey, actually, I would like this person to be different so they match my values, well, it's not like that. They are they. You are you. I am me. And we all are different. So, allow yourself to be you. Allow yourself to have your values. Allow yourself to have your virtues, and do not demand anything from other people. Choose whether they need to be in your life, if your values match, if they make somewhat your life better, I mean more expansion, possibility, or completely opposite, they bring more negativity, but do not demand them to change. Let them be who they are, and you choose your proximity to them. There is always an opportunity to connect with inspiring people, and in order to do so, you must yourself become inspiring person. So those people you want to connect with, they are also interested to connect with you. And as always, awareness is your point of power. Become aware of the flavors those people bring into your life. Next, the content you consume. Again, awareness is your superpower. Become aware what experience the content you spend your time on generates within you. Do you feel expansion? Do you feel ease? Do you feel harmony? Do you feel peace? Do you feel possibility? Or you feel stress, you feel negativity, you feel jealousy, and you feel desperate and out of control? Train yourself to consume content that elevates you and make your life better. In the past, what I have done, I didn't allow myself to listen to any kind of music for like maybe a month. And I didn't listen to podcasts either. And the only thing I allowed myself to listen, to consume, is audiobooks. The same as like, I actually never spend really scrolling on Instagram because I tend to unfollow everyone. And I just follow the educational accounts that I know can make my life better. 4, the thoughts you think. Train yourself to think positive thoughts, so uplifting, inspiring thoughts, thoughts that create more harmony in your life. So whatever labels we give to it, we can say affirmations, incantations. I like to call them neural loops because every thought, it's a neural connection in our brain. And to weaken the existing ones, we need to build and strengthen the new ones. So that's why looping affirmations, incantations, or / neural loops is a very, very good and powerful practice. The best thing about it, you don't have to believe in it. It works without your belief. So one of the good ones to start is every thought I think brings me harmony and peace. Every thought I think brings me harmony and peace. And affirmations, they're not going to work if you stick like a sticky note on your mirror and you read once in the morning. It's not going to do anything for you. Yeah, in that moment you're going to read it but the thing is that when we meditate, when we, for example, you are listening this tape right now, like, okay, we keep the focus on that thing, but then there are like stretches of time when our brain goes into the default mode. Usually it happens when we are walking or like driving from point A to point B. So it's when we don't engage in a specific conversation, when our focus gets like blurred, no? Then what brain does, it goes into something that's familiar and keeps looping all the thoughts from yesterday, from day before yesterday, from 1 year ago. And if we constantly keep looping negativity, well, our experience in the present also will be negative. So in those moments, I know a few years ago, like around 3 years ago, I was in a so challenging period of my life. I was moving through a very deep grief, and it was emotionally very difficult period for me. And I didn't allow my mind to go into default mode at all. So whenever I was on my own, and when I was not reading, when I was not consuming some content, when, for example, I was walking on a street from point A to point B, or when I was lifting weights in the gym, I was constantly looping affirmations. And the thing is that, like, it's literally you're constructing a new thought and you are strengthening that new connection again and again and again and again and again. And looping affirmation, what I mean is like repeating it 2,000, 3,000 times per day. So imagine you keep repeating yourself, every thought I think brings me harmony and peace. Every thought I think brings me harmony and peace. Every thought I think brings me harmony and peace. I am the love I feel. I am the love I feel. I am the love I feel. Like, it's impossible that your state not gonna change with it. It will. And also the upcoming thoughts, the new thoughts that will come, it will be the thoughts that are matching this existing thought. So instead of more negativity, you will start to think more, what we call more positive, more loving, more thoughts of gratitude and expansion and inspiration and motivation and possibility. If you don't want to loop your own affirmations, like search affirmation tapes on YouTube, for example. There are so many for success, for wealth, for health, for love, like what not. Pick what serves you, what inspires you, what expands you, and listen it on repeat. It's really valuable to listen them before you fall asleep as well, to really saturate your subconscious mind, because your subconscious doesn't sleep. When you sleep, your subconscious is active. So listening those affirmation tapes before you fall asleep, it is very valuable practice that can and will enhance your life. And once you have all the right ingredients for your cake of fulfillment, the next step is how you cook it and how you eat it. Because even the most premium cake will taste as nothing if you're scrolling while eating it. And that leads us to the practice of presence. And I talk more about it in my next video.